So the best thing about being an adult is you can get drunk on warehouse chocolates at 2 o'clock in the afternoon on a Monday. Hi everybody, welcome back to A Well-Read Nerd. I'm doing something different today because I did a Costco run the other day and I found these. That's right. Alcoholic chocolates. Kirkland brand alcoholic chocolates. Now, I spent $17.99 on 75 of these suckers. I figured I'd dole them out for like gifts and stuff for people, like little goodie bags. But I want to try all of them to see how they taste, because it says that they do have alcohol in them, and I had to show my ID to get these. So at the bottom it says that the ABW, or alcohol by weight, is 0.07% minimum to 1.4% maximum, and the ABV, or alcohol by volume, is 0.09 minimum to 1.8 maximum. That's a lot. I don't know how familiar you are with alcohol, but that could be a lot of wiggle room when it comes to how much alcohol you can taste while you're tasting these. I have a feeling I'm gonna get a little snookered, little tiny bit snookered on some Kirkland brand chocolates. Like I said, this I bought purely because I went on a Costco run to get some other stuff for the holidays that I always pick up from there because it's cheaper, and I can buy in larger quantities. But I saw these and I figured, why not? They're just the store brand. They did have a name brand one. I didn't get that for myself, even though it was the same price. There were fewer chocolates. But I did pick up one of them as a gift for my brother because he seemed super excited about alcoholic chocolate. Alright, so it gives a little bit of information. It looks like all of the chocolates are filled with Kirkland signature brand alcohol. If you're unfamiliar with Costco, or they don't have Costco where you live, they have their own alcohol line. A lot of them are actually manufactured by actual big name alcohol companies. They're bourbons, I think, made here somewhere in Kentucky. So, and I think Smirnoff used to do their vodka. I think somebody else does now. So, like, they're very comparable to the actual name brand alcohols. But this one comes with a cognac, which I'm super excited about. I love a good cognac. Irish whiskey, also excited about that because I love me some whiskey. You can't grow up in Kentucky and not love whiskey. And then a Scotch whiskey, a vodka, which I'm less excited about. It's rubbing alcohol. And then a Tawny Porto, which I think from the description is just a port wine, which I like a port wine from what I've had of them. But when we open it up, looks like this with the Kirkland. And then, oop, I knocked the chocolates. Just a minute. I'm going to make it all nice. Because it looked nice and then I knocked it. Because I opened it to make sure it looked nice. But, all of the little chocolates are organized like this. That one's cattywampus. There we go. It looks like this. They're all color-coded so you know which ones are which. And you also know if your children have gotten into your alcoholic candies. Because they're very distinctive labels. But they're not very big candies. They look like this. They're very small. This is the cognac. This is the vodka. Scotch. Irish whiskey. And then the port. Yeah, I'm going to first scooch up in my chair. I need a new chair. But I don't have room for one. But yeah, I'm going to try each one of these and I'm going to tell you how it tastes. So we're going to start with the cognac because I'm most excited about that. So when you take it out, it kind of looks like a fancy Rolo. And we're going to take a bite. Oh, I just like gushed alcohol in my mouth. It burns. Oh, it burns. I wasn't expecting that. I thought they were creams. Swallow. Oh, it burns. Does it say liquid alcohol in here anywhere? Now I understand why I had to show my ID. There's like a shot in there. Oh. Just says liquor and port-filled chocolates. I was expecting a cream, like, you know, like a bourbon ball. I love bourbon balls. And I put enough bourbon in there that the fumes get the dogs drunk every year. But I wasn't expecting just pure alcohol on the inside of the chocolate. So that's a little surprising. The flavor was very good on the cognac. I have to get my breath back. Oh, the stupid stuff I do. The flavor on the cognac was very good. I've had Costco's cognac before, and it's comparable to like mid-tier cognacs. So yeah, overall good flavor. Chocolate had a good bite to it, a good snap. It was tempered chocolate. But yeah, now I'm going to try the vodka one, knowing what to expect. Alright, same thing. Looks the same. There's no difference. Tilt the head back and take it like a shot. Alright. That makes vodka bearable. The only way I like to drink vodka is with cranberry juice. Or more often than not, cranberry and pineapple juice to really cover up the flavor of the vodka. But the chocolate helps with that, like, acetone flavor of the vodka. And after I knew that they were liquid in there, it definitely was much more enjoyable. There's like a crispy coating on the inside of these too. So that it's like, I'm assuming they put it in there so that the alcohol doesn't melt the chocolate from the inside or turn it bad. I'm sure you could hear me crunching a little bit in there. But yeah, I'm going to get a drink and then we're going to go on to the last three. Oh. Alright, palate successfully cleansed. The chocolate is really good. Kirkland brand chocolate is really good. If you ever go or you go with somebody or you could get like one of those day passes, the Kirkland brand is really good. And it's expensive because of how much you're buying, but then you literally have so much of it. We usually go for like the holidays and stuff like that. It's great if we're going to make a lot of candies or chocolate chip cookies or something, because sometimes they have like massive bags of chocolate chips. Alright. Is this Irish whiskey? No, this is Scotch. I love Scotch. My body is rejecting the chocolate already. Oh, it's not the chocolate it's rejecting. That one had kind of a bitter afternote. Like, I feel the warmth of the whiskey in the back, which is nice. But I think it's the flavor of the whiskey itself. I think when it mixed with the slightly, because it's not an overly sweet chocolate, it's sort of like a bittersweet chocolate. I think when the two mixed together and it hit the back of my tongue, it gave a bitter note. So that has so far been my least favorite. Even though I love Irish whiskey and I love chocolate, sometimes you have to watch with how you're pairing and what type you're pairing. And these all seem to be using the same type of chocolate. They all look the same on the outside, so I'm assuming they just like make the cup and then fill them and then, you know, do the bottom in like a big manufacturing warehouse. Because of that, yeah, like you have to really watch. Like, I don't know how many people are watching this are really into like the flavor of alcohol. I like different flavored alcohols. I like typically dark alcohols because of that, like spiced rums, bourbons, whiskeys, scotches, cognacs, brandies, that kind of thing I really like because it has a lot of depth of flavor to it and varied flavor depending on what type you are buying, where you're buying it from. Like Tennessee mash whiskey has a completely different nuance of flavor as opposed to, say, Kentucky like rye bourbon. Like completely different flavor profiles and stuff. And I get not everybody, some people drink alcohol and all they can taste is the alcohol, and that's completely understandable. Some of them are a little bit pungent. But yeah, I tend to go towards those. But I think it's the mix of the bittersweet chocolate with the specific type of Irish whiskey that they were using. They just made, or not Irish whiskey, Scotch. That was a Scotch. That's probably why. Scotch sometimes does have a bitter note to it. I thought it was the Irish whiskey. That's why I was surprised. Because Irish whiskey is a lot like bourbon. It has some of those citrusy notes to it sometimes and things like that. Scotch is a little bit... Let's be real. If you're going to buy Scotch, like, buy the expensive Scotch. Because cheap Scotch is not good. But next we're going to have Irish whiskey. And I am going to be drunk when I stand up. Because there might be plenty of jump cuts and stuff in here. So you guys are like, oh, it took a while. No, not as long as you would think. If you guess less than 45 minutes. Okay, the Irish whiskey played a lot better with the chocolate than the Scotch did. And I think that just has to do with the type that they used. Have to have another drink break, doesn't it? Back from the drink break. I think it just has to do with the kind that they used. Kirkland Signature, that's owned by Costco, doesn't release who their manufacturing partners are. Most companies don't. Spoiler alert, I used to work in a factory, and I can tell you, most of them are made on the same machine, some of them are made with the same materials. As far as name brand and store brand. You would change packaging, but that's about it. But like I said, they don't release any of that information, so it's kind of hard to tell. And it's kind of hard to tell in the chocolate, like, what the nuance of flavor is, especially with the whiskeys. It says it's aged 4 years, which is pretty much all whiskeys. Let's see if it says how long the Scotch was aged. This is a blended Scotch. That's also probably where the bitter note was coming from. Blended Scotch is sometimes when they don't turn out the best. Keeping it real. Alright, I got one more of these suckers to go through. I'm sweating. Why do I do this to myself? Okay. Last one. The one I'm most excited about is the port one. And the reason why I'm most excited about this is because it says it's a 10-year-old aged port. Or Tawny Porto. So, I'm hoping it tastes really good. Same Rolo exterior. Alright, let's pop it in and see how it goes. Alright. Taste of the chocolate completely overpowers the taste of the port. I couldn't even taste it. I just tasted chocolate. So that one was not well executed, especially considering it says it's a 10-year-old Tawny Porto. Like, I would expect more of a flavor, a nuanced flavor to it, but it wasn't. Not at all. Alright, that's all of them. Let's get a little bit of a ranking here. I would definitely say cognac will be, well, what's a good measurement for these? What would be a good measurement for these? Screw it. I've already had 5 of these. I'm just going to go with stars. Let's do stars. Alright, this one I would definitely give 4 stars. Alright, it tastes good. It's definitely forward with the alcohol. I would have probably enjoyed it better if I had known it was liquid in there. And not a cream. But, you know, whatever. Alright, next we have the vodka. I like it more than I like regular vodka. Because I hate regular vodka. As far as a score, I'd say 3 stars out of 5. Like, it's fine. Like, meh. Alright. The Scotch. 1 star. I mean, the bitter note really does. It's still, like, lingering in the back of my throat. I don't really like that one at all. Will it get eaten? Yes. Because if nothing else, these will be gifted to people who will enjoy them. My brother probably. Next, the Irish whiskey. I definitely like this more than I like the Scotch, but I don't think I like it as much as the cognac. So I'm going to set this with 3. This is neck and neck with the vodka. And then the port. I'm going to give this middle of the pack like the other 2. It's not as bad as the Scotch. It just kind of tastes like regular chocolate, which is fine. It has a little bit of a kick burn to it as it goes down. Perfectly enjoyable. So I'll give that a 3-star as well. So overall, what would I rate the Kirkland Liqueur chocolate set? I would say I would give it, I'd say 3 stars overall. This is a nice gift for somebody, or if you're having a party, like adults only party around the holidays or New Year's, like something like this, like out on New Year's, would be great fun for everybody, especially for the price. It got 75 of these for $17.99 at my local Costco. If you put these out on some cute little trays and stuff and had them out for a New Year's Eve party with a bunch of friends, have some dinner, great dessert, great thing to talk about. Everybody could try which ones they wanted, all of that kind of stuff. As for a gift, I would say go with the name brand one that's slightly smaller but the same price, just because I have a feeling that a lot of people are going to be like me and be like, I like some of these but not all of these. And then they're just going to have alcoholic chocolates laying around the house until they go bad and they forget about them. So there's that. Yeah, I would definitely say a good party idea. A good adult-only party idea. Because you don't want the kids getting in the alcoholic chocolates. That's just CPS and emergency room visits. And yeah. That's going to be it for today. As you can tell, I think I am slightly inebriated. So there is definitely alcohol in those. But yeah, that's going to be it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you liked this crazy weirdness I tried out here today. If you didn't, that's cool. If you liked it though, go ahead and hit that thumbs up. Go ahead and subscribe. If you would like to see more content, I'm branching out into new things. I haven't really decided what those new things are yet. I'll get around to that. I'm basically doing whatever interests me right now. My niche is going to be I sit in front of this bookshelf and I do things. Welcome. Probably not. I'll probably actually like figure out what I want to do at some point. But yeah, if you want to help me get to those 50 subscribers by the end of the year, definitely hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so that you know when I upload new videos. But yeah, that's going to be it for today. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.